Emotional pain and suffering comes from not listening to spirit or your higher self. It's from not listening to a voice or an intuition or a spiritually sent guidance. We have to feel pain. It makes us grow. It makes us evolve. It makes us better. We appreciate good things when we have moved past the pain. When I say move past the pain, I don't mean ignore the pain. I mean move past it. And how do you move past it? You have to experience it, and you have to sit with it, and you have to learn from it. You see, there is no growth without pain, because if everything in our life was just good experiences, happy experiences, blissful experiences, then that means that we're not growing. First of all, it means that we're in denial, but we're definitely not growing. And what is growth? Well, growth happens when we are feeling pain and we're losing something through the death of a relationship, a marriage, a job, a friendship, any sort of loss, something that we are feeling pain because we're losing. And that pain that you're feeling comes from a resistance. You are resisting the lesson, okay? So you're not surrendering to the lesson. You're not surrendering to learning. You're not surrendering to growing from something. So when you're resisting the pain, when you are trying to run away from the pain, you're trying to escape it, you're trying to deny it, you're trying to block it, push it out, push it away, ignore it, pretend it's not there. That's when we're not surrendering to spirit and what we can possibly learn from that. And that's not a good thing, because it's not encouraging growth. When you're in denial and you want to put something away, you're just really hindering your own growth, and you're prolonging your pain. So in order not to stay in a painful place for too long, we have to process it. We have to surrender to that lesson, and we have to sit with it. Sometimes we don't know how long we have to sit with it. It could be hours, days, weeks, or months, but we have to process that pain. We have to face that pain and that fear in order to promote growth. And then once we are past that, and once we have learned the lesson and we've experienced that growth, what do we move into? We move into joy, we move into happiness, we move into peace, because we are a different person on the other side of that pain, and the other side of that growth is happiness and joy waiting for you. And if it's other people, if it's people that you haven't let go because you have been holding on to them because you're afraid of losing them, you have that fear having you stuck, clinging to people, relationships, friendships that are no longer beneficial for you spiritually, emotionally, business-wise, even for some people. It's time to let those people go. When the pain and the thought of losing that and the pain of it, it's hard, but you have to go there. You have to let go of people and relationships and friendships that are hindering you, because everybody's for a reason or a season. Everybody's not supposed to be there permanently and forevermore. So when people have served their purpose and you are still holding on to what you think the potential of that relationship can be in the future, and you're not paying attention to what they're showing you now, it's time to move past that. And it's okay. You can still wish them well. You don't have to end relationships always because something bad. Sometimes you just outgrow that person. It's time to graduate on to something new, to invite some fresh energy in, some energy that can help you grow, that can nurture you, that can grow you. But if you're holding on to those people and not letting go, that's when you're feeling the suffering, and that's when you're feeling the pain, because you're not surrendering to what spirit or what source, what the higher self what spiritual guidance is trying to really tell you and teach you. You know, like I said, not listening to spirit, not listening, and I can't stress this enough. Not listening to spirit, not listening to source, your higher self, that is tantamount to dying to death. And you are struggling and suffering because you're in that state of dying instead of living. We are here to live. You know, we're not here to stay in a state of suffering. You know, be done with the unhealthy patterns and being stuck in the same spot over and over. You know, you have the strength within you. So just be done with that and move on and graduate, ascend to something that is actually going to help you to rise and medicinally, spiritually, to help you to be a better version of you, because that's what's waiting on the other side of all this pain and all the suffering is the better version of you. And if you're not striving for that, then why are you content to stay stuck and stagnant? Ask yourself, what's holding you back? Maybe it's fear, maybe it's something else, but self-examination is the only way we can grow and evolve. Self-examination, self-introspection, all of that. So just wanted to leave you with that. I hope that, you know, the things that I say are resonating with someone, because you know, I receive downloads and there's so many other spiritual teachers that I learned from, and you know, there is no teacher that hasn't been a student. So I'm hoping that I am what am I trying to say here? I feel that the messages that I am sharing, I'm learning and sharing, are reaching you, and that the message is right on time, because divine timing works that way. You have something on your mind that's been bothering you, bugging you. You've been looking for insight. You've been looking for information, resonance. You've been wanting to hear information that's on a certain frequency, and sometimes right on time is when you receive that message. So I only hope that I am a conduit and a vessel of that type of energy for you, and I'm on the right path as a light worker and as a healer when I receive confirmation that the messages are right on time. And I've been receiving that from some of you, and I appreciate that. I just want you to know how very much I do appreciate you and love you. And that is it for me. I am going to be spending the rest of this day out in nature and also just meditating and reflecting on a few things, because all of these things that I talk about is because I've been there, and it's because I felt it and I've experienced it. And so I'm sharing with you authentically my journey. So we're all in this journey together. That's all it is. It's a shared journey where we can love and support each other, right? Because if not, what are we doing? So I'm gonna leave you with that. And I send to you all the good energy and all the joy and light that's beyond the pain and the confusion and some of the things that you might be feeling.